Today we're going to learn how to use flash fill in Excel. Flash fill is a feature or functionality where Excel automatically fills in data into cells when it detects a pattern in the way you're entering information into your spreadsheet. To demonstrate this, let's try out this data over here where we have here in column A and column B from A2 to B10 some names. So here in column A we have the last name, in column B we have the first name. What we want to do right now is to put them together, okay, or place them together in one column, in column C. So I'm going to start here in C3. I want to put together these two names, the first name and the last name. So I'm going to start typing the first name, let's say OB, and then the last name Nero, like that. Press enter, and you have that, yes? Now, when I start typing the second name, so I'm going to start with the first name of the second entry, Queenie. Once I start typing, with the letter Q, Excel detects that I'm trying to put together the first name and the last name. So it makes this entry for me for the other cells. So if I want that, I'll just have to press enter. There. Okay, so Excel tries to detect what you're trying to do, and if you think that Excel is being helpful, just press enter. Okay, so that's one way to use flash fill. By the way, flash fill is a functionality that's been around since Excel 2013. It is available in later versions like 2016, 2019, and Excel 365. Now let's try another way to use flash fill. Again, I'm going to type the full name here, OB Nero, and I'll just select the first cell, C3, that contains that full name. And now to use flash fill, I'm going to use a different technique, which is to use a keyboard shortcut. I'm going to use Control E. There, see? So all the other names are placed underneath OB Nero. All the first names and last names are now together in this column. The only thing I need to do perhaps is to change this one to maybe full name or maybe name. There you go. Okay, so that's the second technique. The third technique is by using the buttons on your toolbar or the ribbon. So what I'm going to do is, let me just erase this again. I'm going to type here OB Nero. Once again, select OB Nero here in C3, and then I'll go here to the editing group in the Home tab and use the Fill button and use Flash Fill. There you go. So it does the same thing, right? So there are three techniques. One is just type, and Excel will just fill in the information if it detects that you're trying to do something with your data. Second is by typing, let's say this full name here, OB Nero, and then press Control E. And the third technique is by, again, selecting the first entry here and use Fill and Flash Fill. Okay, so those are three techniques. Now let me just change this one here again to name or maybe full name. And now what I'm going to try to do is to work on this data here. Let's practice again with flash fill. So this time it's different. I want to separate the first name from the last name here. So we have here a column. In column A we have here the full name. So what I want to do is to separate the last name from the first name. So I'm just going to say here last name and here first name. So here in column B, B13, I'm going to start off with the last name of OB, which is Nero, there. And then using the first technique, I'm going to type the last name of Queenie, which is Necobas. There, see that Excel fills in all the other cells with the last names. I'll just have to press enter. There you go. I'm going to use a different technique here with the first name. So OB is the first name. And I'm going to select that and press Control E. There you go. Okay. So that is flash fill. It saves you time when you're entering lots of information in your spreadsheet. Let's say large amounts of data. Okay. And it is very helpful. It's really useful functionality or feature in Excel that you can take advantage of in order to save time.